Hi friends, welcome to the channel. Steam Next Fest is happening right now, October 13th to 20th. So I played a bunch of demos that have released for the event, as well as some demos that were already released, but I didn't have time to get to them until now. There's so many indie games coming out in November that have demos, so I wanted to highlight 5 of them that I played that are releasing next month in this video. Hopefully you find something that you're interested in as well and either play the demo yourself, wishlist it, or get the game once it's released. I'll be highlighting demos all week long as part of Steam Next Fest, so be on the lookout for more of these videos. So with that, let's check out the games. The first demo that I tried was the one that I've been watching for a little while now. Tavern Keeper, developed by Greenheart Games, is set to release on November 3rd, 2025. In this game, you play the protagonist of your own story where you run a tavern set in the swamp, or at least right now while you're still starting out on your heroic adventure. I went through the entertaining tutorial, which actually kept me quite engaged because of the funny writing. Afterwards, I was able to assign staff, order inventory, stock my tavern with brews, and decorate it to my unique taste. The demo was short as it's pretty much over once you reach 1-star rating, but you can continue to play and decorate freely afterwards. I did encounter a bug during the time, although I wasn't exactly sure what it was. When I submitted my bug report, someone from the dev team reached out right away with a fix, so I was really impressed with how fast it took them to contact me back. This is definitely a game that I'm looking forward to. I love the tavern management aspect, and the decorating elements are pretty complex since you can combine items together to create interesting designs, so be on the lookout for this one. I tried out Coop, a game developed by Omnivorian that is set to release on November 6, 2025. In this game, you're a little guy that crashes on Criteria. The locals take you in and set you up with a little farm. The tutorial is pretty basic for a farming sim game, with the exception that you're introduced to critterlings, the main highlight for me. You can attract these critters to your farm by crafting totems and coops for them to live in. They hang around and it's just the cutest thing ever. The townsfolk in this game are pretty varied and there's something sinister going on, but I'm not 100% sure what it is at this point. The dialogue unfortunately is repeated with different villagers and they just don't have a very distinct personality just yet. Since this game is releasing soon, I'm not sure whether the relationships are going to be the main focus, if that's something that you're looking forward to. However, the critterling system is pretty unique to this game, so if you want a bunch of interesting residents to collect, then this might be something you're interested in. Right now, I'm still a little bit on the fence about it because everything else is pretty standard for me, so I'm not sure if the critterling appeal is enough for me to dive in just yet. Cats and Cuff, a cafe simulation game developed by Rogue Duck Interactive, is set to release on November 9th, 2025. In this game, you are a barista in a cat coffee shop making different orders to appease your grumpy customers. In the demo, I was able to make different varieties of coffee right off the bat in the tutorial, and I was really surprised at how many different orders you had to make to pass the tutorial. It totally makes sense though, since once you get the different steps down, it's easy to put them all together. Of course, the customers get pretty grumpy fast during the beginning, so I was struggling a bit to keep up with my orders. They will also order croissant variations that I didn't have on the menu, so that is totally on them when I gave them plain croissants because I don't even stock the sandwiches they're looking for. This game was pretty fun and easy to pick up since the day doesn't last too long. The only complicating factor is learning how to use all the different machines and ingredients to make the customers' orders before they get upset at you. If you like coffee shop simulation games, then this is another cute one to add to the list. It's definitely a game that I can see myself playing more in the future because I just really like making the different coffee creations. Next on my list is Magical Greenhouse, developed by MGTT Studio, and it's releasing sometime in November 2025, but it doesn't have a specific date just yet. This is a simulation game where you run a magical greenhouse to grow ingredients used in your potions. Once you collect the ingredients and make the potions, either sell them in your shop or fulfill requests for the villagers, they will tell you what trouble is ailing them, and it's up to you to determine which potion is best for that situation. The game is pretty simplistic in its approach, and it doesn't require too much time to play. A day is pretty fast since you only have a certain number of stamina, and each action, including watering your plants, making pots, and opening your store, will cost stamina to perform. I thought it was interesting that stocking your shop more will increase the amount of stamina that you spend to open it. If you like games that you can pick up and play for a few minutes at a time with a magical touch, then this might be for you. Personally, I was expecting a little more from the game, so I'm not sure right now whether it's quite for me. The last demo I played was Red Panda, The Quiet Path, developed developed by Uberbax Gaming, which is set to release on PC sometime in November. In this game, you are a red panda who goes around wandering in a forest. You're just dropped into the world without too much of a tutorial in the demo, and I did like being able to wander around the forest and taking in how the game looks. My red panda can swim, climb trees, throw nuts, and even roll around in a ball. There's no objectives or mission in the demo, although there are collectible mushrooms that you can find around the world. Although the game is called A Quiet Path, the forest that I was exploring was quite noisy, to be honest, with different bird calls, rushing water, and a wolf howling from somewhere looping in the background. I didn't find the wolf during my time playing, but from the Steam page, it looks like there is one that you can encounter. The game says there's no combat, but I'm not 100% sure on this, since the wolf does seem like an enemy and you have the ability to throw nuts. The wolf even has a health bar in the Steam page, and so does the red panda. It's not my favorite gameplay, but I really love the visuals, and I think that it does have the potential to be pretty cozy otherwise. I'm not really sure what the full game is going to look like, since the demo didn't inspire too much confidence in me that there's going to be a lot to do once the game is released. Right now, I'm not really sure if this is the game for me, but I did enjoy my time wandering around, and of course, I really do love red pandas. Well, there you have it. Which demo seems interesting to you? Have you tried any of them before? Are there any demos from the Steam Next Fest that you really like? Let me know in the comments, and of course, if you want to see more content like this, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out, and hopefully more people will be able to find my content. Since it is Steam Next Fest, like I said, I'll be highlighting demos all week long, and I'm still doing my Wickedly Witchy celebration for the month of October, where I highlight witchy and potion brewing games. So come and join the fun by checking out some of the cozy highlights that are out. With that, I have been Nessa, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.